Have you ever felt like you're just drifting, lacking that spark, that drive to do what you know you need to do? Like there's this invisible wall between you and your potential? What if I told you that wall isn't real, and the key to shattering it isn't what you think? Stick with me, because the final insight I'm going to share will completely transform how you approach motivation, forever changing the trajectory of your life. This isn't just about feeling good, it's about doing good. Inner stillness. We often look for motivation as if it's some external fuel we need to find, some energy bar we can consume to instantly feel ready. But think about it. When you're truly in motion, when you're doing something difficult and meaningful, is it always because you feel motivated, or is it because you simply do? The mind loves to complicate things, to create narratives around feelings, to tell you stories about why you can't or shouldn't. It whispers about comfort, about ease, about waiting for the right moment. This is a trap. This is the mind's way of avoiding the necessary discomfort of growth. True power doesn't come from waiting for inspiration. It comes from cultivating an inner stillness that allows you to act regardless of how you feel. It's about disconnecting from the emotional drama and connecting to the raw, unwavering intention of your spirit. When you are still, you can hear that intention clearly, cutting through the noise. This stillness isn't passive, it's active. It's the moment before the strike, the quiet before the storm. It's a cultivated discipline, a habit of mind that says, I will not be swayed by fleeting emotions. Imagine a calm lake, its surface undisturbed. Even if winds blow, a deep lake remains calm at its core. Your inner landscape can be the same. The surface might ripple with doubts, fears, or laziness, but beneath, there's a profound depth of resolve. Learning to access this depth requires practice, daily commitment to simply observing, not reacting. It's about creating a space within yourself where decisions are made not from impulsive desire, but from a clear, unclouded recognition of what is necessary. This is the beginning of true self-mastery. Without this foundation, any attempt at external motivation will be like building a house on sand. Impressive for a moment, but ultimately unsustainable. Daily practice. If you want to move a mountain, you don't wait for the mountain to move itself, nor do you try to move it all at once. You chip away at it, piece by piece, day after day. Motivation is not a one-time event. It is a consistent cultivation, a daily reaffirmation of your commitment. This is where practice becomes paramount. What is your practice? Is it physical movement, meditation, focused work on a challenging task? Whatever it is, it must be something you engage with consistently, regardless of how you feel. The feeling of not being motivated is just another sensation, like hunger or thirst. You don't wait to feel motivated to eat when you're hungry, you simply eat. So why wait to feel motivated to do what you know is essential for your growth? The doing itself generates the momentum, which then, paradoxically, often leads to the feeling of motivation. Consider the warrior. Does a warrior wait until he feels like training to pick up his sword? No. He trains because it is his duty, his path, his discipline. The feeling follows the action, not the other way around. This concept is so simple, yet so profoundly overlooked in our modern world that constantly seeks instant gratification and emotional comfort. We are conditioned to believe that discomfort is bad, that struggle is a sign of failure. But in reality, struggle is the forge in which true strength is hammered out. Embrace the discomfort, embrace the grind. Let the repetition of your chosen practice carve new pathways in your mind and body. Let it become an unshakable ritual, a non-negotiable part of your existence. This daily commitment is a silent rebellion against the tyranny of fleeting feelings, a declaration that you are in control, not your impulses. Overcome inertia. The hardest part is always the beginning. That first step, that initial push, is where most people stumble and fall. It's the inertia of stagnation, the gravitational pull of comfort that keeps us rooted. But once you start, even with the smallest action, the momentum begins to build. Think of a heavy boulder at the top of a hill. It takes immense effort to get it moving, to push it over the edge. But once it starts to roll, it gathers speed, becoming increasingly difficult to stop. your life is the same. Your goals, your aspirations, they are waiting for that initial push. Don't underestimate the power of a single small action. 5 minutes of focused work, one push-up, one paragraph written. These seemingly insignificant acts are the catalysts that break the spell of inaction. Do not allow your mind to overwhelm you with the vastness of the task ahead. Break it down. Make it so small that resistance is impossible. If you don't feel like running a mile, tell yourself you'll just put on your shoes. If you don't feel like writing a chapter, tell yourself you'll just open the document. More often than not, once you take that tiny step, the next step becomes easier, and the next. This isn't about grand gestures. It's about consistent, incremental progress. It's about understanding that the mind, left unchecked, will always choose the path of least resistance. Your discipline is the counterforce, the steady hand that guides you towards what is necessary, not just what is easy. Overcoming inertia is not a battle of strength, but a battle of cunning. Outsmarting your own mind by making the start so small, it's undeniable. Present moment. Where is your mind right now? Is it dwelling on past failures, regretting missed opportunities? Is it projecting into the future, worrying about what might or might not happen? Both are equally detrimental to your ability to act. The past is gone, and the future is not yet here. All you truly have, all you can truly influence, is this exact moment. This is your point of power. When you feel a lack of motivation, it's often because your mind is scattered, pulling you in 100 different directions, none of them the present. Bring your awareness back. Anchor yourself here. What can you do right now? Not what you should have done, not what you will do, but what single focused action can you take in this very second? This deep immersion in the present moment is a form of meditation in itself. It cuts through the fog of indecision and procrastination. It allows you to see the task not as an overwhelming mountain, but as a single step directly in front of you. When you are fully present, there is no room for doubt, no space for excuses. There is only the action. This is the essence of being truly alive, truly engaged with your existence. It's about letting go of the narratives your mind creates and simply being, simply doing. The breath is a powerful tool here. When your mind wanders, bring your attention to your breath. Feel it enter, feel it leave. Let it be an anchor that pulls you back to the now, empowering you to choose action over stagnation. The present moment is not just where motivation resides, it is where life happens. Let go. We cling to so many things. Expectations, outcomes, the opinions of others, even our own self-image. These attachments can become heavy chains, holding us back from taking action. When you are overly concerned with the result, with whether you will succeed or fail, you create an immense pressure that can paralyze you. True freedom and true motivation comes from letting go of the outcome and focusing solely on the process, on the action itself. Do your best, apply yourself fully, and then release the attachment to what happens next. The universe will unfold as it will. Your only responsibility is to act with integrity and effort in this moment. This isn't indifference, it's wisdom. It's understanding that some things are within your control and many are not. This letting go extends to your own ego. The fear of failure, the fear of not being good enough. These are ego constructions. When you are truly dedicated to a task, when you are immersed in the work itself, your ego recedes. You become one with the action. This is flow state, a place where motivation isn't even a concept because you are simply doing. So release the burden of perfection. Release the need for validation. Release the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you're capable of. Step into the arena, not for glory, but for the sake of the struggle itself. The moment you truly let go, you open yourself up to a boundless reservoir of energy and potential. It's not about caring less. It's about caring about the right things. Your effort, your commitment, your presence. No choice. Ultimately, when you strip away all the excuses, all the narratives, all the emotional fluctuations, you are left with a fundamental choice: to act or not to act. But for those committed to growth, to purpose, to truly living, there is no real choice. There is only the path of action, the path of discipline. When you embrace this mindset, that there is no alternative but to do what needs to be done, you unlock an incredible power. It's not about feeling inspired. It's about acknowledging your deepest commitment. It's about recognizing that your purpose is bigger than your temporary discomfort or your fleeting desire for ease. This isn't a harsh judgment. It's a profound liberation. When you make it non-negotiable, when you eliminate the option of not doing, the mind stops fighting. It stops seeking escape routes. It simply accepts and moves forward. This is the mindset of the master, of the warrior, of anyone who achieves greatness. They don't ask themselves if they feel like doing it. They simply do it because it is what must be done. This is the ultimate discipline. This is the ultimate freedom. The freedom that comes from being unburdened by the need for external validation, unswayed by the fickle nature of emotion, and unapologetically committed to your path. Make it a simple equation. If it must be done, then do it. No choice, just action. And in that action, you will find a wellspring of motivation you never knew existed. Remember, the feeling of not being motivated is just a passing cloud. The sky is always there, vast and unmoving. Your inner strength, your commitment, that is your sky. Don't wait for the clouds to clear. Learn to fly through them. Your potential is waiting, not for a feeling, but for your unwavering action. This isn't about being a machine. It's about being profoundly human, capable of choosing discipline over impulse and purpose over comfort. Now go, do what needs to be done. This hit me like a ton of bricks. We always talk about finding motivation, but this makes you realize it's about creating it through relentless discipline. Mind blown. Definitely re-watching this every time I feel stuck.